This wildfire exposed California's management flaws. How did Chongqing turn things around? The Los Angeles wildfires have hit again. Flames quickly spread, destroying homes. People in California are questioning the response.
There was no help, no fire department, not in our area. We didn't see one until now that they're coming.
Many turn to the 2022 Chongqing wildfire rescue. Today, we'll compare how Los Angeles handled it and how Chongqing did things differently. Make sure to subscribe and start exploring the corners of the world you've never been, from unique cultures to powerful human stories. We take you there. California's issues are obvious. Chongqing's response in 2022 was a world apart. They faced extreme weather, thick trees, and steep mountain roads. But they responded faster and smarter than California.
我们是2022年8月21日10时30分左右接到报警电话的。接到火警以后，我们辖区5个消防救援站230名指战员陆续赶往现场。
In August 2022, the fire broke out. Flames spread quickly, and temperatures hit 40 degrees Celsius. Dry trees made the fire worse. The roads were too narrow for fire trucks. But Chongqing didn't wait. They moved fast, used new strategies, and gathered resources quickly.
那外头已经进来志愿者了。这个波波是啥子？可以说是70度坡吧。
Their response was efficient, and the community came together.
拿出重庆人的气势，拿出重庆人的血气，好不好？
The key rescue moment, motorcyclists riding into the fire. At the critical moment, motorcycle riders stepped up. They were regular riders, but they jumped in to help. Motorcycles were the only way up the mountain. The riders brought water, fire extinguishers, and medical supplies. They braved tough terrain and flames to help firefighters. Volunteers gave everything. Volunteers also jumped in. From young people to older folks, everyone helped in any way they could. They moved fire gear, food, and water. They didn't have special training. But when disaster hit, they didn't hesitate. They worked together, selflessly. Chongqing's success shows the power of unity. Chongqing didn't just rely on firefighters. Everyone from motorcyclists to local residents pitched in. They worked together to fight the fire. Chongqing showed the power of a united community. They pulled together and put out the fire. California's management flaws were exposed. On January 7, 2023, California had over 100 wildfires. They burned more than 160 square kilometers. At least 24 people died. More than 180,000 people had to evacuate. Over 12,000 buildings were destroyed. This wasn't just a loss of life. It was a failure of California's fire services. Broken hydrants, faulty equipment, and not enough firefighters showed the cracks in the system. Leadership problems and lack of resources. When the fire started, many of Los Angeles's top fire leaders didn't have firefighting experience. Old equipment, budget cuts, and a lack of resources made it harder for them to respond. California may have pushed for diversity, but when disaster hits, lack of real-world experience and coordination is the biggest issue. Lessons from the disaster: what can the U.S. learn from Chongqing? Chongqing's response couldn't be more different from California's. California had the best gear, but the fire spread because of resource shortages and bad management.
Vast miles and miles of houses just burned to a crisp. There's nothing standing. And they're going to find many bodies. Only the dogs will find them, right? Our German shepherds will. They can they can pick out the ashes immediately. It's amazing. But we're going to find many bodies and many more dead.
Don't play any politics. There's a time and place for that. The moments, the precious moments that we have to evacuate.
Governor, why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor? Governor, please tell me, what are you going to do with the president right now?
Chongqing, on the other hand, used the whole community to fight back. They showed real strength and teamwork. From Chongqing, we learned that success in a disaster comes from quick action, cooperation, and not just relying on equipment. Conclusion, drawing lessons from Chongqing's success. Chongqing's success teaches us how fast action can defeat a disaster.
在国家应急管理部的支持下，在甘肃、四川、云南3地森林消防的支援下，2万多人参与了山林火灾的扑救。截至26号早晨，重庆全市火场明火已经全部扑灭。
California's issues remind us that we need quick, flexible responses in emergencies. All resources must be ready, right away. Chongqing proved that unity, fast action, and working together are the keys to overcoming any disaster.
跟不上，所以到半山腰的时候，
现在火器都是传到中间，喊他们往上送就对了，水。
离6点地去休息一下。
Let's learn from Chongqing and be prepared for future challenges.